on the over. So 11 gone, 99 for 3.
I was just thinking, maybe Ben Rain is the bowler to try and bring back here, and I don't know if me and Alex Lees are thinking exactly the same, but it is Ben Rain who's going to return from the Lumley end. Placing.
Just looking at the bowling stats. Yeah, so Rain's the only one who hasn't bowled 2 overs yet. Everyone else has bowled 2 overs.
He's in here. Very slow delivery and back of length. He's going to have to set off after this. Is dabbed into the leg side, and they will come for 2, and he's not able to collect it cleanly. So a comfortable 2 in the end.
He's covered in dust now. That's the 100 up. 11.1 overs.
If it'd been a clean pickup, there might have been a shout of a run out, but it was not.
Well, he slid down to stop the ball there, and he's hit a used track and just got covered in dust. That'll be everywhere now, being easy as. Mitchell on strike on 10. Rain in again. That's up in the air, but it's safe. Thumped away over the top of Wayne Parnell at the far end of the ground at mid-off. He's on the discs, though. Ball's gone all the way to the top of the northeast stand on the Riverside of the ground. Well, they're now 105 for 3, so they've lost Joss Butler tonight for 11, Phil Salt for 21. The last wicket to go, Liam Livingston on 20, launched the ball off Baz Deleda down to Michael Jones at long on after just hitting 2 sixes in the same over. But that brought Daryl Mitchell in, the big hitting Kiwi. He's currently moving on to 16 here as a throw from the deep smashes the stump out the ground at the bowler's end, and there's nothing much Ben Rain could do to try and stop that one because he would have got a face full of wood. So no overthrows though, thankfully. Good fielding from the deep there from Souter. And Lancashire at the moment 107 for 3. So Mitchell has 16. Stephen Croft, who has got a boatload of runs against Durham in the T20 over the years, he's on 33 from 26 deliveries. And these two came together when the score was 87 for 3. Ben Rain has come back into the attack. They're rotating the bowling. So Rain, of the 6 that's been used so far, the only one who hasn't actually completed 2 overs. So they're changing around every over just to keep Lancashire thinking and keeping them interested. And could have had a wicket there, a bit of a false shot from Daryl Mitchell, just drifting between Rain and the cover area and getting out towards mid-off for 1 run. It's a gorgeous night. It's a really busy night as well now. There were lots of people queuing in cars outside the ground to try and get in when the match started. But the County Durham stand on our right-hand side is full once again on both tiers, just like it was the other night when Notts were here. And the pavilion looks very busy as well. So they had about 5,200 the other night. Be a similar sort of crowd this evening as well, as Rain bowls here to Croft, and that one is played safely up to mid-off. No run there. So we're coming up to the end of the 12th over, 11.5 gone. And Lancashire are 108 for 3. Ben Rain, none for 17 so far. The other bowler who's just completed his over was Liam Travaskis, none for 17 from 2. He's the final ball of this over, and that's played out shortly up to the offside into the short extra cover area for a dot ball. So 12 overs gone, Lancashire 108 for 3. "21 runs from 14 balls from these two. So little partnership developing here. Partnerships so far 27, 13 and 47 for the third. Souter back into the attack from the Finkel end. So the sides last met in June last year in Blackpool, the 23rd of June. They hadn't played each other there in a T20 before. Thunderstorms were forecast. The game started on time in bright sunshine. And in front of a packed crowd, Stephen Croft made 52 not out at his hometown club. Lancashire 133 for 4 in the 18th over when the rain came, and that was the end of the match. It absolutely bucketed down. Now, this first ball from Souter's gone way out towards deep mid-wicket, and he's chased all the way to get it himself, and in doing so was beaten to the ball by Travaskis, who then had a go at the stumps, which had nobody at them at the bowlers end, because Sauter was standing alongside him. He just missed the target. 2 runs there, though. So Mitchell is on 19. And the game here last year, Sauter joined on an emergency loan just before Durham hosted Lancashire on June the 10th. And he took 3 wickets as they beat them in a tense game. As he's bowling here. This is played out through mid-wicket for 1 by Mitchell. Andrew Tye, another emergency signing following injury to skipper Ashton Turner, also took 3 wickets. Lancashire bowled out for just 130.
Was that here last year?
Yeah. Their innings featured 55 from Stephen Croft and 23 from Phil Salt, but 8 batsmen didn't actually reach double figures. As, the next ball is just flicked away towards square leg by Croft for 1 run. And then in Durham's innings, they lost wickets regularly and looked doomed when Ned Eckersley was bowled by Richard Gleeson for 46 at the start of the 18th. Gleeson taking 4 for 19.
Remember Liam Travaskis was saw the side home.
This
is gone.
Out. Jones is going to come. He can't get to it. It just wasn't long enough for him. Bounced a few yards in front of him from Mitchell, coming in from long on. Yeah, at the start of the 18th over, Durham needed 18 runs, but a 6 and a 4 from Travaskis, who was actually captaining the side. They got 13 from Liam Hurt, and then 5 needed in the final. They got over the line, and there, Sauter has just bowled Croft for 34. Durham needed that. And there's 1 stump lying behind where the keeper was, and another across towards the offside.
Very, very good delivery there from Nathan Sauter. Fortunately, is the stream back so we can watch it?
What's the score?
It's a little bit behind.
It's quite a way behind.
3 fours for Stephen Croft. 34 off 30. 113 for 4. And it's Tom Hartley who's the new batter at the crease. Just 1 ball left of the over. Quick shout out to the Metronome CC, doing brilliant work for cricket club that plays for charities, stuff to do with autism. Very, very well done. And Rob Prattley is joining us. He's listening in on his drive back from a park and ride near Oxford. So hopefully he's been able to get on that without too much of a jam.
The famous Oxford park and ride on the Ring Road.
I'm trying. Did he say it was Oxford? Has he said it? Thornhill Park and Ride near Oxfordshire.
Yeah, Oxford.
There we go.
So Croft was out for 34. The stream's all over the place tonight. Unfortunately, it's gone back to 57 for 2. It's 113 for 4. Sauter in.
Hartley sweeps in first ball. He's just going to get a single. Another very good over from Sauter comes to an end. 3 overs, 1 for 16. I think by far the most economical bowler for Durham so far. And it looks like it's going to be Brandon Glover returning at the Lumley end.
26, that partnership.
Not quite. I mean, I guess I understand what Alex Lees is going for here in terms of changing the bowlers up. But I wonder if it's maybe having a slight negative effect in that a bowler can't really get into their spell in terms of, you've only got 4 overs anyway in T20s, but normally bowlers do bowl straight through, but it seems to be working. They'll be happy with where Lancashire are at the minute. Run rate's not completely out of control as Glover is into Hartley, who's swinging and missing outside off stump straight through to Robinson. Glover 1 wicket for 17 off his 2.1.
Right, I've gone for a different tactic. I've got the stream up via the NV Play scorecard, and it seems to be up to date. So
resourcefulness.
Hopefully it stays that way.
As Glover turns and is in again past the umpire, and that should be a wide and is down the leg side to the left-handed Hartley. Thing Durham have got to watch out for here is if Mitchell stays in for too long, he's got the ability to go very big at the death. So ideally, you want him very sharpish. And then You can try and control the rest of the innings from there.
Croft with that dismissal, just watching it again, he took 3 or 4 steps down the track and totally missed the ball.
As Hartley tries to come down the track to do something, it's going to be a very risky single. They'll get back. Came charging down the pitch there to Glover, maybe anticipating a slower delivery, and by virtue of him being 3 or 4 steps down the pitch, was able to turn it into a single and get up the other end.
Jones was on a 45-degree angle to the stumps at the bowler's end there. As he threw that one, it went in a straight line and just kept the edge of the strip two wickets across and all the way down the other end. So I think maybe greasy hand or something there.
116 for 4. Mitchell takes his guard. And Glover sets off. And this is tucked towards Jones. There should be 2. But there will only just be 1. Very good fielding there from Jones. I think Salter was also running in. It was a bit of an awkward placement there between 2 fielders. And maybe some slight indecision from the batters about whether they could have pushed for 2. Maybe not trying to risk another wicket and take this partnership deep into the innings as Glover is in again. And Hartley is carving him away for 4 through backward point. Salter tried to put in a dive to stop it, but I think a bit too wide there from Glover, and Hartley was able to lean into that and send the ball to the boundary. He notches up his first 1. He moves himself to 6. Mitchell on 22. And a big swing and a miss to follow up from Hartley, straight through to Robinson. Just a 1 ball left in Glover's 3rd over.
The hubbub of conversation around the ground.
Glover is in. And Hartley, there's going to be a quick single to mid-on, but it wasn't a clean pickup by Ashton Turner. Or Dwayne Parnell, excuse me. Dwayne Parnell not able to take that one cleanly, so a single is taken. 122 for 4, Lancashire. 6 overs remaining in the innings. And it looks like it will be Ashton Turner to get his first ball of the evening.
I was saying earlier, why haven't we seen him yet? The Perth Scorchers skipper, who's led them to the Big Bash title the last 2 years. Bowling off spin. So this is T20 number 164 for him. Has 27 wickets, best bowling 2 for 3 against the Sydney Sixers in 2014. Here he comes, right on round the wicket and dragged rather agriculturally by Hartley out through towards mid-wicket 4-2. If he gets back, keeper breaks the stumps, but he dives in and gets there. 7 wides so far in this innings. They have been the only extras to now. Hartley on 9. Players just repaired the stumps and then races off again. Turner coming right arm round from the Finkel end. He wants deep mid-wicket to come closer towards our position and move around the boundary a little bit.
I think that's Clark out there.
And that's heading towards where he just was. It's
Jones.
Jones.
Does very well to keep it in.
Manages to keep it in just.
Flicks it back in for Clark to throw back. In 26 for 4. I think it's Salter just down to our left-hand side. And Travaskis to our right at long on and long off.
Turner in again, and he tries a reverse sweep, and that's signalled as a wide. That's a little bit rough.
Ooh.
Oh, it has. It's gone past the blue line, yeah. Quite right. Quite right. I apologise to the umpire.
Can't really see the blue. Can't see the blue line at the far end from here.
Turner in again. Full toss. Pulled up towards Salter at long on for 1 run.
He turned that into a full toss by coming down the pitch. He took a couple steps. I think if he stayed in his crease, it would have been more of a Yorker. It's left-hand, right-hand combo, obviously, meaning fielders are doing a fair bit of shifting about.
Yeah, the cut-off time for this innings is 10-7. We've had a few delays earlier because people were wandering around the back of the sight screen and putting the batsmen off, but they've sorted that out now. Lancashire are in their first innings, and they have about 5 and a bit overs to go in it. They're currently 129 for 4. Darryl Mitchell has 23. Tom Hartley's joined him out in the middle. He has 12. The men to go: Croft for 34, Livingston for 20, Salt for 21, and Josh Butler, the first wicket of the day, out for 11. After a bit of a mixed IPL, he's only just returned to play for Lancashire. He got 1 last night in 2 deliveries at Yorkshire and out for 11 today. So I think at the moment Durham have done a good job with the ball. It's not been too expensive. They've kept the pressure on, and certainly with the bat, Lancashire not racing away with this. But with 5 overs to go at 130, you'd imagine they're going to be around about 170, 180, something like that. Although the other day, when Durham were playing Notts here, we were receiving information from listeners to suggest Durham were heading for 180, and they didn't. They only got about 165, 166. So at the end of the over there, from Ashton Turner, Lancashire Lightning are 131 for 4, and there are 5 overs left in this innings.
The sunglasses have been brought out. It is too bright.
Yeah.
I can't see much without my sunglasses on, so they've had to be donned. And it looks like it's going to be Salter from the Lumley end to finish off his spell. He's been very good once again today. 3 overs, 0 for 16. Well, 1 for 16, excuse me. He'll be looking to round it off with 6 good deliveries here. I think if Durham can get away from this over with him not going for more than 10, it'll be a very, very good innings as Mitchell just turns this towards deep mid-wicket and Travaskis runs in and it'll just be a single.
We have in the past, myself and Ash sat as far back in this room as the leads would possibly get us to sit out of the sun.
It's not too bad. It's just that it's at that annoying angle where it's just starting to come into your eye line.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we came prepared as Salter is in it. It's a tempted switch hit from Hartley, and
a mess.
He missed it all, and it hit Robinson, and Robinson had no idea where it was as well. He turned around almost looking like a.
I thought Robinson had thrown that back towards the stumps and missed them.
He had absolutely no idea where he'd gone. He turned around like he was trying to take a catch above his head, and it ricocheted off his body. I think it's gone down as a bye. I think it was Ben Rain running in from short third man as Salter is in, and Mitchell again is just dabbing this one out to Travaskis at deep mid-wicket for a single.
The sun is so bright now, a lot of the grass has almost got a white tinge to it, so following the line of the ball at times, the white ball is quite difficult. You'd think it'd be easy to see in bright sunshine, but it's not. It sort of melds in. Bit of camouflage, really, so got to look and see where the players are running sometimes to work out where the ball's actually gone.
Salter's in again. Hartley, there's a shout for LBW and it's not given. I thought for a minute they were going for a stumping. I thought no,
that hard through the leg side, but I think it's hit him around about the thigh pad outside the line of off stump.
Knowing Robinson, you never discount stumpings. He's very quick with the gloves. Salter's in, and Hartley comes down to Salter and launches him. This could be out, and it is. It's coming down the track, trying to smack Salter out of the park. It looks like it's Parnell down at long on, and Hartley has to depart for 13 off 13. Salter picks up a second. He has 2 for 18 off 3.5. He's only got 1 ball left. It's been a very, very disciplined bowling performance from him. Lightning at 134 for 5. Durham again will be happy with where they are at the minute, but they've still got 4 overs left after this one, and it is Parnell with the catch. Just a 1-4 for Tom Hartley, he departs for an unlucky 13.
They are 5 down, though. That's the thing to bear in mind, Rob. They're now losing wickets. They will swing the bat, but...
well, I've got to think. Jones is a new batter at the crease.
Jones.
I'm not sure they bat much deeper than this. I think are starting to get towards the lower middle order and definitely into the tail when you look at people like Matthew Parkinson.
What's his highest score? He got 61 not out against Yorkshire in a defeat in 2021.
Can Souter finish off?
That's his only half century, though.
Can Souter finish off with another wicket here? It's been a very good spell regardless. And he finishes it off with a loopy delivery and it'll be played back up the track. A very, very good performance from Nathan Souter. 4 overs, no maidens, 2 for 18, going at just 4.5 and over. 16 overs gone. Lightning 134 for 5, 4 overs remaining. Danger man Darren Mitchell is still there. And we're going to have another bowling change. It's going to be Ben Rain changing ends to come from just below us at the Finkel end. We should start keeping track of how many bowling changes there are during an innings. I reckon this is right up there for a T20. Looks like
Ben Rain.
Jonathan Bushnell's on as a sub fielder. Looks like Souter's maybe taking a break, and he is. Bushnell's just gone down to our right-hand side.
There's fielders on our right-hand side, looking back across the ground towards the pavilion, all trying to shield their eyes from this sunshine. Rain into bowl, start of a new over from him. So this is only his 3rd. As the ball is played towards square leg on the boundary.
Is that Travaskis, I want to say, at deep mid-wicket? Because Bushnell definitely doesn't have sunglasses. I don't think Travaskis does.
Well, Travaskis has been bowling in his sunglasses. They're white rimmed, so
it's not.
Yeah, he's still got them on.
There we go. Even he though, he's got sunglasses on, and even he was still trying to shield.
Difficult to pick out a catching chance in this light if you're on that side of the ground. Rain comes into bowl to Jones, and he's bowled him. Now, did he chop on, or did that go straight through the gate? I think he's towed it onto the leg stump, so he's gone for none. Is that first ball, was it?
Second.
Second.
He had one from Souter at the end of the last over. But a 2-ball duck. And as we alluded to, well, it's Colin de Grandhomme that's out, is striding out to the middle now.
Don't know what. Swing it back, honey.
I don't know why de Grandhomme's not come in before Jones. Rain picks up his first. He's got 18 runs against him. But Durham picking up 2 wickets in 2 overs will be pleasing for skipper Alex Lees. 135 for 6. 3 overs left after this one, and I think it has to be said, Marty, that Durham will be happy with how they've bowled so far.
Yeah.
Job is not finished.